Yeah, I got a new robe number 2 of 3 today. And sorry, my eyes, this is very bright. Like, I have been snuggled up in my office, which is the reason behind the color of this robe, because the entire office is floor to ceiling navy blue. This, that was my kitchen. So Mr. Soap and Clay saw yesterday's robe and today's robe at Nordstrom's and had to get both, plus another because also part of the color, whatever. Navy. Point is, I've been sitting in the office today, which is all navy blue, very cave like, playing Animal Crossing, and lights are actually a lot for me right now. It's bright. I apologize. I might be squinting quite a bit. I should probably leave the gamer cave at some point. I mean, I am leaving the gamer cave. I'm leaving it right now to talk to you guys for a little bit. And then I'm going right back, probably. But we are here today to not talk about my robe. I mean, obviously, we're talking about my robe, but we will talk about soap too, because that's the name of the channel, not robe and game. That's my new Twitch handle. I will tell you about the soap that we are making in just a minute, but before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. So bright. How's it going, sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for week 8 of year 3 of soapy fun, and we are doing Christmas soap number 2 today. And this soap is actually a lot of fun in that I am making it with one of Soap Chef's mini bath bomb molds. As you guys know, or you may know, and if you don't, you should go know, Soap Chef, the Soap Chef, makes awesome 3D bath bomb molds, and she does really extraordinarily cool patterns and stuff. But also during this year, she did little mini versions of bath bomb molds. And I thought that was really fun because she had sent some through to me with an order, and she just like included some extras. And I looked at it and I was like, well, I don't know what to make a little mini Christmas tree bath bomb for, but I could totally use this for soap dough. And so I did that thing, and I used her little miniature tree to use my soap dough for the inside of this design. And so you'll get to see all of that, and we can talk about Chef's cool bath bomb molds and this cool process and, all the things where we always do that in the video. So let's get to that video and we can do all of that. Okay, so today it's another 5 or 6 color pour actually. And we will have 4 dedicated solid color layers, plus I think one more that's going to be gray and white. This is ultimately meant to be a landscape type soap, right? So we're looking at a winter scene, essentially. So we will have the dark green, really, on the bottom. And so that's snake eyes mixed with insert any black here because I think they're all the same. And then the purple layer on top will be sort of the cold, snowy, whatever. And that is, what did I do for that? I Dream of Purple by Mad Micahs. And here's our emulsion check. Again, it looks real thick, right? Keep looking. Watch it separate. It's separating right there. It's not done. It's not done. Make some more. Doesn't matter. When you soap cold, this is what you're dealing with. So you have to trust the process. Your soap batter is getting thick. You start panicking and it must be time to pour. And then you start pouring and everything's separating because you have not hit emulsion. That solution is not stable. So just trust the process and the batter will loosen up. I promise. But yes, I Dream of Purple is the second layer of this, and then the blues are, I think, preppy blue. I don't know. I wanted to get rid of it. I don't like it. And I think Key West blue again. But yeah, aren't those so cute from Chef? Those little mini molds. I have no idea what the hell to do with some mini bath bomb molds. Like, you could get creative and do all kinds of stuff with them, I suppose, but I don't know. And she sent those through to me, and I'm like, they're super adorable, but I'm not going to make 9,000 mini Christmas trees. And so instead, I just use them as the form, like a cookie cutter, to cut the Christmas trees out of my soap dough. Also, I've been using all of my soap dough from the, pencil soaps that we did. Remember? I've been talking about it for months and months about how I'm going to go through all of it. I finally did that thing. By the end of 2022, all of that soap dough was completely used. The cutoffs from the, pencil soaps. So, yay! Go me. But yeah, I essentially just used the bath bomb molds as a cookie cutter for my soap dough, and it worked beautifully. The soap dough itself, again, made from the cutoffs of those pencil soaps, but what I essentially did with them was I took some of that and put some brown mica into it, took some more of that and put some dark green mica into it, took some more of it and put some activated charcoal into it, and then I just rolled it up together, and then I cut out smashed it down and then cut out the trees. And so that's what you get. All of the actual trees themselves, they all have a different pattern on them. Some are more green, some are more brown, and they all look really cool. So I'm thinking it's going to add some really good interest from, soap to soap with all of this because, again, the variation. But there we go. We're ready. Okay, and on to the pour of this, and I have no idea why I was tilting the, mold up to put the green layer down. These are all basically flat layers to begin with, and then I'm using the rest of the soaps, of the soap batter, to sort of create like a thicker, pointy layers technique layer thing. But really, whatever I do with all this, it's not going to super matter because after I put in this purple layer, I'm then going to insert all of those trees as my embeds. And so most of the design is going to get smooshed anyway because those trees are big-ish and pointy layers are usually, kind of delicate with the little points and everything. Honestly, this is a very easy pour. There's nothing that really you can do wrong with something like this. There's going to be interest and variation in every part of it just by nature of you just, I don't know, letting the pour guide you, essentially. But with this, I put the soap, the soap dough almost all the way down to the bottom of the mold. And in order to make sure they were all going in straight, I kept the tops out. So that's basically why I decided to, shove them down as far as I did. I wanted the tops to show to make sure that they weren't going crooked because we don't want a crooked tree. Although crooked trees grow IRL. Like, that's a thing. That's a whole ass thing. But yeah, the trees in there doing the thing. And then I guess I'm going over with the white and then a white and a gray mix with all of this. Yeah, like that's the gray mix. I guess I decided on the fly that I wanted, I don't know, some gray clouds. It needs to look something that resembles the Pacific Northwest, right? But also, that was the preppy blue, and it went weird gray anyway. I feel like that's the reason why I don't ever use preppy blue, and also I feel like every time I use it and film it and talk about it, the exact same thing happens. So there is some dedicated sudser out there that remembers all of the pores and all the things that I do, looking at you, Kaylee, that has heard me, complain about this before because I feel like we've been here before. That and like one of the yellows from Mad Micah. Do you remember which yellow? Like lemon cupcake or something? It goes orange. And I swear I keep picking it up and using it in soaps and then talk about it in the video like, oh no, it went orange. I'm mad. I swear I need to actually start looking at my notes because I have them for all of these colors. But yeah, pretty sure we've been here before with that preppy blue. But this is the Key West blue. Again, it's mixed with kaolin clay. The entire batch is mixed with kaolin clay. I haven't been showing that in videos for a very long time because right now I'm on a kick of just putting the kaolin clay into the oils and making sure they're well dispersed before putting the lye solution in, which is much easier. I like it that way. As a result, I end up with less water, which also means I end up with less time for cure. So that's always fun. And then again, with the sculpted layers, it's a messy, messy bar of soap. And I ended up with actually a little bit extra soap batter, as you might assume, because there's that big, those are the big embeds in there, right? Additional probably 5 or 6 ounces of soap added to the actual mold. So it gets a little messy on the top. I don't know. This will be C-popped and gelled because nothing's going to melt in it. And I want that preppy blue to not be gray. Okay, and on to the cup. And this guy is shiny on top because I put it in the freezer so I could get it out of the mold without damaging the sides. So we can have nice smooth sides there. See? Yeah. Nice, did that. And I left it in the freezer too long, and so it's, you know, doing weird things. So now I get to put that onto my cutter and cut, you know, frozen soap with it and hope that it doesn't break my cutter, really, because I don't want to replace the wires. Nobody ever wants to replace the wires. But, you know, it's, oh, look, it didn't break. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's perfect. Did I show you the putting of the white layer down? I guess I did. That's interesting, though. I forgot that that existed. So, yeah, that's like a nice little landscape soap. And you could do all number of things with this using those little mini molds for embeds, right? Like you could actually properly decorate the trees and put different colors and stuff in there if you wanted to and make it look like a Christmas tree. I didn't want to do that because I like my winter soaps too. That has no top. That one does though. Look, that's the good side of the bar. But yeah, I wanted my winter soaps. I always want my winter soaps to look winter season, not necessarily Christmas specific. So there's that. I mean, we talked about that yesterday, so you get it. But yeah, that little mini mold worked really well to make some embeds. And now I'm wanting to play with cookie cutters to make bath bombs too. You know, because this essentially got used as a cookie cutter for the soap dough. Now I'm wondering if I could just pad out a whole bunch of bath bomb powder and just take the same cookie cutter to it, you know, and create, you know, whatever I want out of the random cookie cutters I have in my house. I'm going to try it. I don't think I'm going to do a video about it. Maybe I'll do a short about it or something, and you guys can see what that looks like. But yeah, no, that I never did get a blue out of that preppy blue. That's gray, isn't it? 2 different layers of gray. And then the top is the Key West blue that ended up the color that I wanted. So I guess that actually works because the 2 grays could be mountains and not part of, you know, the sky, which actually is pretty perfect. So you got the green, then you got the white and the purple, which would be the base of the mountains. The gray would be the bulk, and then the gray blue up there is the sky. Hey, that's a nice landscape soap. And again, easy peasy. The hardest part, or the most time-consuming part, rather, was rolling out the soap dough. But the cutting of it and everything, that was easy. So, yeah, I love this soap. Try it. Try it for all the things. But it's nice tree soap for the wintertime if you're still making winter soaps. You might still be making winter soaps. I mean, shit. Winter is for another... It goes on for another, 17 months up here, right? Pretty sure. And there you go. Oh, right. I scented this with Sparkling Winter by Sierra Candles as well. Okay. All of the information is now in. And there they are, the holiday soaps, Christmas soaps, winter soaps, whatever, take 2. And they were super beautiful. I love continuing to go with the layered soaps and all the things. I really loved the inclusion of the, trees inside of it made from Chef's mini bath bomb molds. And I loved that the trees themselves don't look Christmas, right? I didn't put tinsel or baubles or anything else on them in the design. So it can just stand alone as like a landscape soap with the tree, this beautiful evergreen tree just hanging out in the mountains. Hanging out. I love that. So that's actually a cool winter soap, not specifically just a Christmas soap. I'm definitely here for that. The scent, obviously amazing. Everything I did this year with Sierra candles was like 10 out of 10. S tier. Loved it all. The only way that I could love Sierra candles more, if I'm being honest, is if they find a way to make the beautiful like holiday scents like your gingerbreads and your bread puddings and your chocolate hot cocos, those sorts of things in scent form that doesn't discolor, because so many winter scents discolor, and that's really when I want to do like the white bars because snow, you know, and it makes it hard. But these scents, since they were basically a lot of tree related stuff with the Palo Santos and the cedars and the spruces and that sparkling winter, holy crap, such a good scent. Seriously, get that. It's so versatile. And all of these can be paired with, some of the sweeter scents, and you can still sell the bar as being something that maybe smells like a baked good or just like Christmas in general. You've got your evergreen, your bright evergreen type scents mixed with like a baked good type scent. Rose vanilla, vanilla rose from Sierra Candles. You mix that and it's golden with this. But anyway, it all works and it's absolutely perfect. So I love that for these bars. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a fun idea, using those little mini 3D bath bomb molds for embeds in a soap? Are you going to try that? If so, what are you thinking? Check out Chef's site. She's got a lot of them, probably. Or just send her a message and she'll just make you some because she's awesome like that. But yeah, I thought they were super cute and a whole lot of fun. And I'm glad that I got to share that with you guys for sure. I am actually going to take off. Thank you guys so much for being here. Obviously, a big special thank you to my sudsers. You guys are epic, and you guys are still communicating with me while I have been in caves or on couches playing video games or building Lego or, just generally hanging out with the family and having a ton of fun doing so. I've been able to talk to you guys too, so thank you. Thank you, sudsers, for existing and for keeping me company and making me a part of your holiday, vacation, break thing. All of that. Yes. But for real, these lights actually are killing me right now. And I think I'm going to start getting forehead wrinkles just trying to keep my eyes open with this. It's very intense. So I am going to go. But I hope you guys had a good time. Obviously, all of the YouTube subscriber things, do that. If you want to go to the website, it's soapandclay.com. Do that too. But I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun on New Year's Eve. I have to get dressed for that. Maybe I will get dressed for that. Bye.